Hello and welcome to Insider Shot. So most of you must have some part of your investment in fixed deposits. You or your parents, or most of you must have like all your investments in FD. Okay. So the main aim of this video is to make you understand why equities will be always a better option than FD and not to discourage anyone to try to downgrade the benefits of fixed deposit. But as we go ahead, we'll see how you can always make more money using equities and how fixed deposits are actually destroying your wealth. Okay, so let's start. So in this picture, you can see what a total investment of 1 lakh rupees will give you if you're investing that in for 5 years in fixed deposit. So the rate of interest here we have taken as an average from multiple private banks. So some banks have high interest rates, some banks have low interest rates. So that depends on the bank. So you can use Grow app to also calculate this return. So you can easily see that here on a 1 lakh rupees of investment, you will only be getting 30,000 rupees in 5 years. That will be the interest that you will be earning. Okay. And if this amount, the interest amount goes above 40,000, anyway, the bank will start deducting TDS, and this interest income is anyway going to be taxed as per your slab. Okay. So currently, as per the calculations, if you go for a 5.4% interest rate, which we have taken as an example here, the post-tax return on your FD will only be 3.9%. So even if you're getting 5.4%, you'll be paying a good amount of tax on this, and at the end of the day, after post-tax return will only be 3.9%. So you are losing a big chunk of money here as well. And this is actually destroying your wealth because in the long run, the amount of money you will be making through interest will not be able to cover one of the biggest enemy of savings, that is inflation. Okay. So now this chart here shows the inflation rate from 1986 and what is predicted till 2026. Okay. So you can see inflation has never been able to sustain below that 4% level. It has always been on the higher side, and big spikes have been seen during the time when there has been a lot of financial crisis. You can see the inflation shot up from 4 to 12% during this 2006 to 2009 when the financial depression started in US. Okay. So the current inflation rate is around 6.2%, which is this year's inflation rate, and RBI is going to maintain an inflation rate between 2 to 6%, but the probability of being it on the higher side, that is 6%, is more than it being around 4 or 2%. So this estimation is most most of the time taken on an average, but the way things are going, an estimation on the upper side has more probability to be achieved. Okay. So inflation, what it does, that the value of money which you have in your investment, it reduces that value, which in the future going forward reduces the value of the money which you have saved with you. Say suppose investment is, say suppose your post-tax return on that FD goes to 4%. Okay, but since inflation is 6%, you will be losing 2% per year. So per year you will be losing 2% of the money which you have saved. This is a very important and a very simple concept which people don't try to understand, or people just avoid this. So same if you go to equities. Now we are looking at a chart on equities of Nifty from 1996 to February 21. Okay. You can see there is a 11% compounded annual growth. Okay. There's a if you would have started in 96, you would have made your money 14x your money would have been, that including the like deep corrections and big falls, the coronavirus fall, the US recession fall. So these fall keep on happening in the market, but still in a longer duration, the market is still in an uptrend. Okay. So now many people come up with a question or come up with a doubt that what if you are not able to identify good companies? What if you don't have the time? Okay. So the return that this 11% return, CAGR return, which is shown on this chart is just on Nifty. Okay. So even if you would have started buying index funds, you would have got this return. You don't need to invest in companies to get this return. This is a return on Nifty. So this is what people need to understand is that on a longer time frame, on a longer duration, the markets are going to keep going up. And with the predictions from various economists and even IMF that India is going to be one of the brightest and the most shining economy going ahead in the time, this is going to keep going up. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you cannot identify good companies. This trajectory, this growth rate of Indian market is going to continue. Okay, so the longer term trend will always be in the upper side. So you can see now as compared to your FD and your time deposits, what is the rate of return and what is the inflation. Okay, so that clearly changes everything as the power of your money. Okay, so that post tax return, you can say in this, in FD what happens, the interest which you are earning, that goes under your tax slab. Okay, so if you are earning, okay, so if you are earning above 10 lakh and you go under that 30% slab, that interest will be charged, the tax on that interest will be 30%. Okay, but what is the benefit on equities if you are going for a longer term? The long term or LTCG, long term capital gain tax, is just 10%. Okay, so whatever money you will be earning in this, by investing in equities, you can just simply pay 10% tax on the profits earned, and you don't need to get into the deep tax slabs, and everything which you need to do with FDs. Okay, so there is TDS and all that banks already deduct from your FD interest rates. So in equity, if you have some long-term capital gains, you just simply can just pay 10% on that and be done with it. So this is also a big benefit as compared to fixed deposit. And you can see post inflation adjusted, you are still earning and your power of your money, power of your saving is still growing. Okay. So we'll just take another very good example of inflation, how inflation has affected the lives of normal people. Okay, so here we have a chart of the percentage increase in price of petrol and diesel over the last 20 years. Okay, so this is a very good example because most of the people in India, petrol and diesel is like a very basic consumption material for them because, right, so this is like a very good metric which you can see how, because an increase in price of petrol and diesel hurts the budget of a family very deeply. Okay, so just in last 15 years, the price of petrol and diesel have alone increased 203%. Okay, so this is what something which you can relate to with the recent increase in price where price of petrol has reached 100 in Mumbai and what you were paying say 5 to 10 years earlier than this. Okay. So suppose if someone is who is investing and maybe he has retired and that person had all their investments in fixed deposit and now basically are what they're doing is maintaining the lifestyle through the interest which they are earning. Okay. So this inflation, this big economic term will slowly start to deteriorating their lifestyle because they won't be able to manage their expenses as well as they were earlier. So this is what a simple this is personal finance 101, which people need to understand that keeping money in your savings account will not let you have a good future or a good post-retirement life. So, and but still what has is happening that people are still pumping in a lot of money in fixed deposits. So this is the recent report from Financial Express. So the in February, people had around 132.5 lakh crore in fixed deposit. So just you can imagine the amount of money that is being amount of wealth that is being destroyed every year. Okay, so every year close to 2 lakh crore rupees of wealth is being destroyed due to inflation. As I told you earlier, the post-tax returns and inflation, there is a good difference of 2 to 2.5% from post-tax return and the inflation adjusted return. So that wealth is actually being destroyed when that money is kept in a bank account being thought as a good retirement investment. Okay, so it's not like that people have not understood this. People have understood this, but what has happened that mainly under the pressure of the previous generation and the fear of the equity market, people have tried to avoid this. But I have tried to explain in this video that the post in the long term, equities will always give you a good return. Okay, you don't need to find companies, you don't need to invest in companies. If you just go and buy index funds, that will give you a healthy rate of return in the long term. For which, see, anyway, if you're doing an fixed deposit, you are going to put that money for, say, at least 3 to 5 years. So instead, put that money in an index fund. The markets may go in for a deep correction for a short period of time. This last coronavirus year, it has shown us that markets can rebound as quickly as they fall. Okay, so same here, you can see this is the chart or a return base of Nifty from 1991 to this year. You can see there have been very deep corrections. The corrections have been very deep at places. But what the benefit you have got is that all those corrections have been recovered. These green highlighted areas, these you can see these are the deep corrections. So in a long term, you can see whatever has happened, Nifty has maintained its this uptrend that your wealth has been anywhere. If you, even if you have would have bought at this top, your wealth would have increased. Even if you would have bought at this top, your wealth would have increased over time. So what people do is that this quick correction would have like put a lot of people out of the market thinking that they're going to lose all their money. So this video just trying to explain you that if you are aiming long term, you don't need to worry about losing all your money. Okay, so now we have a chart. This is by Motilal Oswal, which has shown a good, what is the CAGR of good blue chip companies. So these are like all the blue chip companies, and you can see the compounded annual growth rate of these company and compare it with fixed deposits. So even if you would have not entered Infosys at a very early, you can say, stage, but still if you would have entered it at say 10 years ago, you would have still made around 20% CAGR on your money. So equities are a very underrated thing in the Indian household especially, and people are still not able to understand the wealth potential that equity has. So even if you're not very good at doing your research and not very good at finding companies, even if you're just going and putting it in very good established blue chip or large cap companies, or simply putting it in a very good mutual fund, trusted mutual fund, you will easily be able to beat that inflation. That post inflation adjusted return will always be higher in equities. See, same here with companies like Reliance, that for last 10 years it has given a good 16.43 CAGR. HDFC Bank, it has given a good 20% CAGR. So companies like Reliance and HDFC, these are not very hard to identify. You can see with their presence, their growth, that these are very good companies. I'm not saying that anyone would have been able to identify HDFC Bank or Reliance when they started, but in the last, say, just the last 10 years, these became like very good and established institutions. So these returns are just the last 10 years return, 10-year return. So just compare what you would have earned in a fixed deposit, post-tax and post-inflation adjusted return, and what you would have invested return, what you would have earned in equities, post-tax and post-inflation adjusted. So there's a big gap, and this is the gap which is easy to decrease, but people are not willing to do that or very skeptical to do that. So a change of thought is very necessary at this point of time. And so this is our take on fixed deposits and the power of equities. So just going to reaffirm that this was not an attempt to discourage anyone to invest in fixed deposits. Your money is at the end of the day your choice. It's your money. But what we are trying to here is make you understand what you can do with that saving, and that's it. Okay. So if you like this video, do share it with your friends and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.